Early spring in Japan heralds the beginning of a new age. It is both the end of the previous year and beginning of the next. And amongst the bustle of students and employees starting the next chapter of their lives is that utmost brief moment where the sakura begin to bloom. Just a week or perhaps two from the buds to the petals falling like snow on the ground. This is spring in Japan. It's hard to bring to mind an image of Japan that does not also have sakura close by, omnipresent both domestically and abroad, and so anticipated that from the first flower opening in the very south of Okinawa, the blossoming is tracked all the way north through the country to the tip of Hokkaido, in a forecast that is referred to as the cherry blossom front, or Sakura Zensen. And while nationally this event begins in March to end in May, locally it can be counted in days. The last of which, where the magic begins to fade, petals falling like snow, nature announcing to all that the cold of winter is over and that life has returned to the world. While sakura are the unofficial flower of Japan, they are placed proudly on its most important coin, the 100 yen. And so a part of Japanese history that sakura flower viewing can be traced back to the year 794 in the Heian Period. There really is no more iconic a duo than Japan and Sakura, which go together like cookies and milk, Mario and Luigi, or a Tokyo building and Godzilla. But this ephemeral time might just be the most iconic and significant event of the year, with over 60% of Japan's 126 million population attending Hanami or cherry blossom viewing. And with the past 2 years making tourism practically impossible in Japan, I decided to do something special for my Hanami this year, and I'll be heading to Yoshino in Nara Prefecture, where over 30,000 trees can be found on one mountain. But we won't just be taking any train to Yoshino, we'll be riding in style on the Kintetsu Luxury Limited Express Blue Symphony. Not as clumsy or random as a local train, the Symphony is a more sophisticated vehicle from a more civilized age. The Kintetsu 16200 series is a 3-carriage train. Car 1 and 3 are fitted with luxury recliners for your comfort, real hardwood armrests, and tables with a warm retro-style lighting. Separating the 2 passenger cars is a classic dining car which serves refreshments such as cheese, cakes, as well as tea and coffee and alcohol, including local specialty Japanese sake. Connecting the individual cars, you'll find small details such as brass handles, elegant wood benches, libraries, and small vanity alcoves to freshen up before your meal. And it's at this point in the trip I realized that this train symphony is just as loud as it is beautiful. So almost to Yoshino. I am absolutely in awe at this train. It is so beautiful, and it only costs about $10, I think. I have to look at the price, but it's so cheap and so beautiful. You do need to reserve it, and there's only 3 carriages, but it's absolutely amazing. Moving on. The trip from Osaka to Nara is a beautiful one, relaxed and smooth, with fresh spring country landscape to fill the journey, and shortly after passing the Worst Girl and Dio train stations, we arrive in Yoshino. As beautiful as some songs may be, it's time for this symphony to come to an end. Yoshino, located in Nara Prefecture, has been Japan's most famous cherry blossom viewing spot for many centuries. Legends tell that the first trees were planted along the slopes more than 1300 years ago. And today, the landscape is covered by more than 30,000 cherry trees. It may surprise you to learn that there are over 100 different varieties of sakura, many of which have been cultivated and selected for different flowering traits. The 3 most common are the Somei Yoshino or Yoshino cherries, Shidare Sakura, the weeping cherry, and Yamazakura, which is the most widespread across Japan and is found wild in the mountains without need for cultivation. What makes Yoshino's cherry trees so special, apart from the obvious numbers, is that they were planted in 4 different groves and at different altitudes, which gives the mountain a unique, staggered blossoming stage, extending the season just a bit longer than is typical elsewhere. Yoshino flowers begin to open at the end of March, with best viewing a few days in or in the first week of April. The mountain slope can be accessed by foot, shuttle bus, or the oldest cable car in Japan. Where Blue Symphony offers elegance and comfort, Old Rusty offers instead precarious vertical views of cherry trees and front row seats to crying children. Not only flowers, the small mountain village offers a variety of stalls with local delicacies, such as sweets and whatever these fish are. I actually have no idea what they are, but if you do, then let me know below, or just say hi. They certainly aren't IU sweet fish, and that's all I know. As well as being a significant religious site for Shugendo, Japanese mountain worship, the second largest wooden structure in Japan, the Zao Hall, is found here, coming in behind another Nara location, Toraiji Daibutsu-den. I have no idea what all these statues are for, but it's really cool and very mysterious in here. So when you come to see cherry blossoms in Japan, there's two very important words you need to know. The first you probably already know. Sakura, of course, means cherry blossom. The second is Hanami. Hanami means flower viewing, but specifically this usually refers to a Hanami party where you and your friends will have a picnic under the Sakura trees as they bloom. And that's another important word you can learn is sake, which means alcohol, or Japanese sake, or all sake. And for the real devotees of Hanami, you will not drink your drink until a sakura petal falls in the glass. What a beautiful little shrine. I'm honestly amazed that no one else is here. I can honestly say that I've never seen so many sakura. And what a beautiful moment. The sun is setting over Yoshino mountain. There's something in the range of 30,000 sakura trees here, and they're all terraced, so they bloom at different points. So it extends the season quite a bit. Usually it only lasts about 2 weeks, but that 2 weeks is spring to a lot of Japanese people, even though spring lasts for maybe a quarter of the year. If you think about a diagram, you have sakura, hanami, sake, and in the middle, that's spring. And yeah, to a lot of Japanese, that really is spring, and to myself included, especially the sake part. And as beautiful as a day in Yoshino can be, there is all the more to see after the sun sets, with the town lighting up the night with its Sakura illumination. A warm, quiet night among the flowers makes for an unforgettable addition, and a perfect end to your Hanami trip in Japan. Just be sure not to miss your last train, as it's a small local stop. Departures become all the more limited in the evening. Whew, that was quite a long walk to get back from the mountain to town, but we are finally on the train. It's going to take about 2 hours on the way back. Unfortunately, the Blue Symphony has already left, so I can't take that back. I don't need to reserve it anyway. The shops were closed, but I was able to find this Sakura Dango, which is pretty good. It has like a Sakura flavor taste and a little bit of matcha flavor as well. So yeah, definitely come to Yoshino if you are in Japan in spring. Very easy to access from Nara Deer Park or from Osaka. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for the next one. And maybe check out this video where I travel across Japan on the only sleeper train that runs every day, the Sunrise Seto from Osaka to Tokyo. Thanks for watching and peace.